Hey guys, what is going on? Chris and Anthony, we are back. I hope you guys had a good day as usual in the NBA last night. Anyway, as you see these last couple days, it's just been all over the place because everybody is sitting, getting ready for playoffs. So the lineups are kind of hectic here these last couple days. So anyway, we came through once again. Really bet much last night just because I wasn't too confident just because of all the different people going down and people sitting. So anyway, still came through 308. Definitely not the highest score of the night. Our center, that's kind of where we flopped, was our center position, but everywhere else we did pretty good. So anyway, guys, we will be looking ahead. Sorry, we'll be doing a little bit of a recap of last night and a look ahead to today's games for Tuesday, April the 12th. So as you see, we scored a 308, and then I think all four of them cashed. Did your last other lineup cash, Anthony?
No, my GPP cashed, but my cash lineup didn't. It kind of took a dud.
Okay, so 3 out of the 4 cashed last night. Both of mine and one of yours. So, I mean, definitely will still take it, 75%. So, anyway, guys all know NBA playoffs is right around the corner. Starts on the 16th is playoffs. So anyway, our NBA package is here. It's only $25 for the entire playoffs. So you got about 2 months of about a month and a half, 2 months of games for only $25. It's pretty cheap, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
worthwhile.
Anyway, if you want to get hooked up on that, definitely let us know. As usual, we will have our regular Twitter and our premium NBA Twitter in the comment section. You guys can click on either one of those, send us a message, and we'll get you hooked up on the playoff package. Or if you don't have Twitter for some reason, also you guys can email us. We will have our email down there as well for you guys. Just email us and we'll get you all set up as well. So with that being said, let's get into the recap of last night. So this was my 50-50. All right, 50-50. Anyway,
right?
Well, no, my GPP had Gobert, so that's why.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, we had, for the most part, our lineups were kind of the same. We had one or two different guys. So, your lineup scored a 307 or something like that. So
it was only a couple points below.
Yeah, so it was right behind me.
Lure and Portis, I think they had like a 2 or 3 point difference.
Right. So anyway, I think both of us, we went with Larkin and Sessions. Both of you guys were really cheap. Both of them playing each other. Both of them not good defenders. So Larkin, 32.7. He doesn't really have the biggest upside. That's what I was expecting around there. I'll still take it for 46. As we've seen, Sessions has the big upside. Plus, he was 83% on, and it's a little 50-50. A lot of people had him. 41.6. No Wall. And did Beal? I don't think Beal played. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure Beal sat. Yeah.
Yeah. So Sessions definitely came through. Harden, he took a dud, 41 points. Usually 41's good, but man, much for a guy. Shoot, I thought he'd do a lot better just because as we said, Houston needed that game last night to stay alive. So I thought he'd definitely get you 50, 55. But
he had a really slow start out the gate. He normally gets about 20, 25 in the first and really turns it on in the second, but he just didn't do enough in the first to cover his value for us.
I mean, he scored 34 real points, so he had a heck of a game. He just didn't, do his normal assist to rebound. So I mean, he still had a really good game, just didn't show up on the fantasy scoreboard. So anyway, we went with Middleton. A lot of people had him. Well, not in this, but a lot of people had him in general. Obviously, Seth Curry, as we all know, everybody knew he was going to go off for 50-plus points. So. Wow, I can't believe he did that. But anyway, Middleton only got me 31, so obviously Seth Curry was the way to go. But I thought Curry was only going to give about 25 tonight, but
yeah, honestly, I expected a little bit less, but I should have known with Goodwin out because I think Goodwin is probably the better defender that they have there at that position. If he was going to sit, then I should have known to put Curry in there. I'm never really too high on Seth Curry, dude, even as a Kings fan.
Right, yeah, he can he can get you 15 or he maybe get you 30. So, but definitely usually never gets you 50 plus. So that was definitely surprising. So
yeah, was not.
Anyway, went with Right. Anyway, went with LeBron James, got me a respectable 52. Definitely will take that from him. Next was Rudy Gay. I thought he'd do a little bit better. He actually had a lot of fantasy points, but like the last 5 minutes of the game, he didn't do squat. I think he got me one fantasy point, but he got me one fantasy point and 3 fouls, so that's good. So he just didn't do anything, man. And then we both had Teletovic. A lot of people had him 32. This guy's been really, really consistent. So definitely we'll take that from him. You took John Lure as well. That was another good little GPP play.
Yeah, Portis worked out too, though. So
Yeah, I picked Bobby Portis. Surprisingly, only 9% owned. 27.6. When he was not announced a starter, I was a little like, But he still came through with 27 because Chicago was so short on the defensive end that they played Portis quite a bit. Plus he's in New Orleans and they're not too pretty down low. So 27 definitely will take it for $3,800.
Yeah, New Orleans pretty shorthanded themselves. So.
Yep. And then, Gortat, 18.
Yeah,
don't
was
know
not
what
expecting
happened.
that. Not at all.
No. Nope. Only Kufis was the play. I mean, I know it looked like the play, but man, we both of us just weren't feeling him.
The thing was, I think we were just both really down on the Kings last night. We didn't really want to have too many guys in there. We thought, Rudy Gay out of all of them had the best shot to go off. The Suns were just so beat up and had so many guys out too that, guys like, Kufis and Curry that we have not been high on the past couple of days. They had real easy goes. So that was definitely the game to stack.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, Gortat got to 18. He just that sucks. And my other play was Rudy Gobert. I thought he'd be half decent. He got injured. He's on crutches right now, so he's gonna be out for a little bit.
Really bad hit for the Jazz right there.
Yeah. Plus that definitely that blows because he only got me 12 fantasy points. So took a dud last night. So that's cool. I'll take that. But anyway, we still came through, scored over 300. Like I said, not the highest score of the night, but it's all right. Cash is cash, so we will take it. A win's a win. So
that's how it is at the end of the year. You just gotta take it and forget about it.
Yeah, I mean, not the best night, not the worst night. Like I said, you still cash, so definitely will take it. And like I said, even if I had a 350, I still would have only won $1.80. So like I said, I didn't bet too heavy last night. Plus, it's hard to get in some of these tournaments because they're so small. Like we were talking, they're so small and it's so hard to get into them. So
there's only like 29,000 seats in the SWAT. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
It's just so hard to get into them. So
this tournament normally has like 120,000 seats.
Yep. So yeah, definitely. At the end of this season, a lot of people aren't playing as much, so they gotta injuries. So.
But everything's gonna, start going back to normal pretty much around playoffs because that's when everybody starts playing again because more performances that you can kind of count on with these top caliber teams and everyone is playing. Nobody is resting.
Right. Yeah. Some people are like, it's the last week. I'm just gonna not play, focus on baseball, then maybe come back during the playoffs. So that's what some people are doing. So. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into today's. Is it a 5-game slate? It's an ugly slate, just to be honest with you guys. Probably one of those.
Plus, everyone we talk about is already going to be announced out before we even finish the podcast or shortly thereafter.
Right? Yeah. So definitely keep that in mind, guys. We're doing this 9 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, so you guys may be watching this throughout the day, and obviously, news changes, so we may be talking about these guys high on them, but they could be sitting, so obviously they're not in play. As we're doing this, they are not injured or resting, so we're going to still mention them, but, definitely be cautious with that. So, when we're at the end of this doing our lineups may just, be a complete waste of time because everyone in there is resting. Who knows? So, but anyway, Westbrook and Durant are already questionable to play. I don't think they're going to play. They're going to rest here. So, that makes me think that San Antonio is going to rest their guys as well. So, A lot of these teams today are in the playoffs for the most part, so they're going to be resting a lot of their players. So, look for Toronto to rest, OKC, San Antonio, the Clippers. So, yeah, a lot of teams are rest tonight. So, be cautious with all that. It's going to be just an ugly night just because, it might be one of those nights where you have, $2,000 left over in your salary. So, anyway, let's get into it. We got New York and Indiana. We got a 198 over and under in Indiana by 11. So, who you like in this one?
I have to wonder, is Indiana going to be resting their guys? Because this game doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're in the playoffs. Yes, correct. It says Paul George will play Tuesday. I don't know how much he's gonna really play.
Why would they play him? I don't get that.
I don't know why they'd play him.
It seems like they're playing him only like 20, less than 30 minutes at least, but still.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, from a fantasy point, probably not going to play him because he's only, they're playing him bare minimum just, to keep him not rusty, just play him 20 some minutes and, get a little bit of a workout in. So he's definitely not going to hit you your 40 fantasy points because not getting the minutes right now. So
no,
probably not going to play Paul George. And then you just mentioned Anthony is out. Is that unlikely to play? So, and we hate him anyways. So Anthony's out. Paul George, like I said, he's near to me.
If Paul George is going to be out, I mean, do you maybe like Monte Ellis or, Miles Turner? Who do you think is going to step up here and take over some of the scoring?
To be honest, probably. What's his name? Where is he at?
Or do you want
Either
to throw in CJ Miles?
Solomon Hill? Yes. I was thinking Solomon Hill, to be honest with you.
He kind of comes in and gets a lot of the usage, too.
He got 31.9 last time.
Yep.
But that's only if George is out.
It looks like his minutes are up lately because George has not been playing a whole lot.
CJ Miles, his minutes are staying the same. So, yeah, probably Solomon Hill, the guy. Plus, he has a decent three-point shot as well. So, get you some three-pointers in there. So, 4,000. Yeah, but usually don't like taking any of those guys. So, you got Mr. Sasa Vukovic, man. He's been half decent.
Yeah.
Plus, if Anthony's out, there you go.
Yeah. Man. He's been playing 30 minutes plus. Whoa.
Right? 32 and 26 in his last two.
He might be a good play tonight.
Oh my goodness, it's so weird, mentioning some of these players. It's like you never would mention them in the beginning of the year. So,
what about Langston Galloway? You want to go back there, or did he burn you?
I picked him the last couple of days, and he just hasn't been doing much for me. So I'm probably going to stay away from him. I picked him against Philly. I thought he'd do half decent against Philly. He got 31 minutes, so he played a lot of minutes. He just didn't do anything. So yeah, I'm staying away from him. I'll probably stay away. He'll go off for 50. So.
Yeah. George Hill with a surprise 32 points against Brooklyn, but that's probably just Brooklyn, right? So
I don't like this guy.
No. Jerian Grant also a couple 29 and then a 30-point game past two games. So I don't know, what do you think about that? Calderon looks like he's out.
All over the place, man.
Yeah, he is all over the place.
My big question is Anthony's out, who's going to step up? That's my big question. Is Grant going to step up? Is it going to be Vukovic, Afalo, Rolo, D. Williams? Who's going to be the guy? That's my question.
Yeah, I think Rolo maybe has a tougher time going off against Indiana, but I don't know. He got 43-5 last time against them, so I didn't expect that game. I don't know if I expected this game either. But, he's got the history. I definitely expect people to be playing Robin Lopez, just banking off of that 43-point game.
Are you going to play him?
I think I'd rather go with Drummond or Whiteside. Probably even Whiteside.
Well, if you look at him, 43, 23, 47, 18. So every other one. So there you go. Maybe this is the every other. So
the one, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's just so risky for me. I mean, I feel like I'd much rather,
GPP.
yeah, it's GPP for sure. I'd much rather spend up on Whiteside for cash, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yep.
on a night like tonight, there's nobody overpriced for you tonight, or not, out of reach. I mean, definitely there's going to be people overpriced, but nobody's going to have a salary
Well,
that you can't get to because there's going to be so many cheap guys that you can get in your lineup.
yeah, my thing is if one person sits, I'm playing him right away. So he's not announced out, but I hope he's announced out.
I
I don't
think I
know.
know
I
who
don't.
you're talking about.
Yeah, you think you do?
Yep, absolutely. Because yeah, he got like 50 points the other night when he was only like what, like 45 or less than.
Yeah, he's 5K right now. So
Yeah, even then, I don't mind.
nope. So yeah, that's why I want Jordan to be out.
Hmm.
Griffin's already. Is Griffin gonna? Yeah, he's playing today, but he's gonna sit tomorrow.
But either
So
way, Cole
yeah,
Aldridge.
yep. So like I said, I think some of these other guys are going to sit as well. So a lot of opportunities are going to open up. So this game's what, a 196 over and over and under. I don't really want to target too many from this one.
No.
Not the highest scoring game. Yeah, it's ugly. Like I said, Vujovic is probably, or however you say his name,
Yeah.
probably
Vujicic.
Vujovic, probably the only guy I really care for.
Like you said, it's just really ugly here.
I don't
Uh,
mind Derek Williams. Maybe get you 25. Not the best matchup. Only got 21, so not pretty there either. But anyone else you like from this one? I just don't see.
there's not a whole lot of candidates here.
So maybe Solomon Hill, but I just don't know. Yeah, and I don't mind Grant either. So if Anthony's going to be out, like I said, who's going to step up? That's the big question. So
D Will.
right, I don't know, man.
Nah, man. He doesn't have a good ceiling. He hasn't
Nope.
really gone off, even when he has had plenty of opportunity,
Yeah, he just yeah.
and his
Yeah.
price keeps going up.
Mhm. So, and I mean, it don't really matter, but CJ Miles is questionable just now, so whoop. So, all right, anyway, we'll move on. We got Miami and Detroit, 200 over and under, and Detroit by 2. So this might be, surprisingly, but this may be one of the games to target because it's so close.
Yeah. Well, and I think these guys are still kind of duking it out for seeding, right? I think Detroit's in the playoffs, but they still, I think they still have a chance to even get like the seventh or sixth seed, which it actually does mean something.
Um, yeah, they can't get to the 6th. They're tied with Indiana right now for the 7th.
Okay.
So yeah, they're fighting right now. So yeah, they're still fighting for that 7th seed. Um, And then Miami can tie Atlanta for the 3rd seed tonight. So yeah, both of these teams definitely still have stuff to play for. So it may not be the highest over and under, but hey, it's one of those games where both of the starters are going to play. Both this game means something. So this is going to be one of the games to target.
Hmm.
Um, anyway, you like Dragic? I like him again.
Yeah, I think so. Um,
36
I
against
think that.
Detroit last time out.
Yep. I think some of the ratings were liking Reggie Jackson here, but I still like Dragic.
Man. Um, Against Miami. Man, yeah, he had 52 against Washington. That's pretty, but obviously that's a
Yeah.
whole different team.
Yeah, he only got like I
Miami.
think 29 right against Miami because they didn't play too
Yeah,
long ago.
they only played about a week ago. So yeah, I don't care for Jackson too much. Not too much upside. I mean, he may get you about 28 to 30, but his upside's not there. I just don't see it.
Yeah,
I
yeah. We see this all the time where in the morning the ratings will be liking a certain guy and then he just completely falls off the map.
hmm Yeah. Plus Miami put a beat down last time they played him, 107-89. So it was kind of a blowout. So
Hmm.
hopefully it's a little closer here tonight.
One guy who had
Yeah,
yeah, I was just gonna say he had limited upside that game because he was just coming back from injury, and I think he still has limited upside here. I think they would like to rest him if at all possible,
I don't
or at
think he's
least
gonna
limit his
play too much.
minutes. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, I mean they're fighting. They're not going to play Dwayne, 30-plus minutes tonight. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't see it.
And that doesn't really open up Josh Richardson for me either, because he's gotten a lot of playing time. And he still hasn't really gone off. That's
No,
because he's not the focal point of the offense, but I don't really see
no.
him being that again tonight either. I think Dragic pretty much continues to dominate most of the shots and most of the facilitating the
Yeah.
offense.
So I think we went through this last time. Um, who's gonna be up against Joe Johnson? Last time it was Harris, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I do
So do you
like
want
Harris
to?
again.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Morris he didn't against Luol Deng. He got he was terrible.
Yep.
He got 6 points. So.
Yeah, yeah, we were keen to this last time in the
Hmm.
podcast where it was like, well, whoever's going to play on Joe Johnson is the pick, and it was Harris, and we're going to do that again tonight, I think. So,
Yep. So definitely love Harris tonight. 6,600. I'll definitely take that. Upside of around 40, so I'll take it. So, probably gonna stay away from Marcus Morris against Luol Deng. Joe Johnson, ugh, not much going on.
GPP, that's it. Nothing much to see.
What about Luol Deng, GPP?
Yeah, possibly, but
I mean, there's no power forwards tonight. You might have to pick him. Like we said in the past, if a
mhm,
guy's gonna get you maybe 25, 30, you might have to take it on a night like tonight.
absolutely.
Yeah, he did get 31 against Detroit last time, so not too bad. Detroit's pretty good against the power, though. But like we said, on a night like this where there's really terrible power forwards, you might have to take him.
And it looks
So
weird taking two power forwards from this game, but as we know, they're not lining up
right,
against each other, so not really the worst.
right, and as we said, it's going to be competitive games out
Hmm.
there. So
Well, yeah, because I'm still going to take the center from this game. I'm going to take Whiteside.
I thought you were talking Aaron Baines,
Oh
but
yeah,
no.
absolutely. Number one play. Of course, Whiteside will be announced out, and so my only play on center of the day will just vanish.
Oh my goodness, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'll right side quite a bit. He's going to be very, very well owned here
Yeah,
tonight.
not going to surprise anybody here. He's going to be like 50, 50% owned probably.
Right. Yeah, Drummond. I'm not too high on him. He's definitely a GPP, but he's been pretty sluggish these last couple games. Been
Yeah,
all
I'm
over the
not
place, really.
I'm not really liking him lately. So
Yeah, he just hasn't been doing much. So definitely Harris, definitely Dragic as well. That's probably our three guys, and then Luol Deng, throw him in there. Just because it's so terrible.
on a night like tonight, you might have to. So
Unless you want to go with Randolph or Griffin, I don't know about that.
mm,
Um, don't know if they're going to play either, so got to keep your eye on that as well. So,
yep.
um, actually, there's one. Never mind. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. There's one guy I'm interested in. He's a center though. I totally forgot about him. Anyway, I think you know who it is. Um,
Oh yeah.
anyway, I think that mostly does that game. Anyone else you like?
Mm, nah, I think that pretty much does it.
Our next game we got is Philly and Toronto, 203 over and under, and Toronto by 10. So this is going to be a blowout. I personally don't think Lowry and DeRozan are going to play.
No.
So yeah, I don't think they're going to play. I mean, they're announced right now, but hey, I said this last time when both of them were out. Norman Powell, man, he stepped up.
Yeah,
39 fantasy points.
42, not
Plus
too
he's playing.
bad.
Sorry. Yeah, 42. Well, shoot, man, if the guy's going to get you 40 points for 4,200,
Hmm.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Anyway, plus Philly is terrible against the shooting guards, so DeRozan and Lowry, please be announced out. There's no reason for you guys to play in this game.
Right.
You guys should be fine without plan. Um, and then hey, even Corey Joseph, he's in the picture as well. 33 last time, so
Yeah, definitely in the
um,
in the picture here. Um, what about like guys like Patrick Patterson or um, yeah,
mm,
not him. What guy? Terrence Ross is who I was thinking of. Just hasn't been
she's
getting minutes
a
lately.
yeah. I'll take Norman Powell.
Yeah.
He's the one who's getting the minutes. So, and Powell probably would start as well. So definitely going to take that. Is Damari Carroll? Are you back, sir? He's kind of back. Don't really matter. He's not going to play much. Um, but we'll
What
see.
about
Watch.
if Lowry and DeRozan aren't going to be playing? I mean, those are obviously two of their better defenders on the court. I mean, does that open up anything for Philadelphia at all, or you know?
Ish Smith, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind Ish Smith. He's been hot these last couple games. Yeah, I mean, if they're out, shoot, Ish Smith should have a half decent game. So, yeah.
Yeah, if Lowry's going to be playing, obviously I don't want to put in Ish Smith
Maybe.
here, but with no Lowry's,
Mhm.
if Lowry sits, that's the whole thing. If Lowry sits, then yeah, I like Smith,
Mhm.
but we
Even
have to wait
even
for
with
that news.
Lowry, yeah, even
He's
with
still not
Lowry
going to
in
play
right
that
now, Ish Smith
much.
still has the yeah. Even if he isn't right now on the ratings, he has the third best rating right now, even with him playing. Uh,
He's got
so
a hot
definitely see
hand,
him.
that's for sure.
Yeah, yep. So definitely see him get boosted up for some reason. It still says he's questionable on the model. Don't know why. Is today's Tuesday, so yeah, like I said, definitely have to keep up on that. I mean, we're obviously hoping that they're out. But for now, Lowry and DeRozan are in. So let's say both of them play. Do you like them? Uh,
Um, no, I mean I don't think I would. Honestly, I don't think I would play Smith if both of them play. But
no, I mean, do you like either Lowry or DeRozan if they play?
oh, no, I mean I like I said, I think even if they do play, that means they're still just going to play limited minutes. They
Yeah,
don't need
probably
to.
play about 20, 24, 25 minutes just to
No,
stay a little
they're not gonna hit their
safe.
value on their price tag. I mean, Lowry's still only 77, so that's it's like wow, let's cash in on that, but you can't
Right?
do that tonight.
No, I just don't see how you can do it. So, like I said, definitely love Powell and Joseph if they are out. Do you like Covington? I I don't know, just because
On the
Damari
fence about
Carroll's
this
back.
one. Yeah. Um.
Carroll's a heck of a defender.
Yeah, Carroll is a good defender. They're gonna need him to go out there and play, get ready for the playoffs here. He's only looks like he's only gotten like really like 2 games back in since.
Hey, GPP, Damari Carroll. If they're both out, he can go off for 50. It could
Yeah,
happen, man.
I think his minutes are
Um,
still going to be limited though.
yeah,
They're not going to let him
right.
play more than like 25. Look, I mean he only played 14 and then 17. That tells me they're
Yeah,
trying to play him like
yeah,
15 minutes and 20 minutes and maybe
yeah,
25. You know, they're looking for the
yeah.
long haul. They need him for the playoffs. They don't need him for
hmm
a game against Philadelphia.
No, they don't care about this game. So yeah, maybe Covington, like I said, Carroll's back, so that's a little interesting. Nerlens Noel, you like him? He's been hot these last two.
Yeah, he's been very hot. I,
Raptors are pretty good though.
yeah, Raptors are good against power forward. Looks like Scola is a game time decision. I don't see them really playing him. He
No,
sat out the last 2 games. They
so
might as
maybe
well just.
Noel,
Yeah, I don't really hate that honestly.
and then Grant got 35. So, um, interesting. They got looks like they got Noel against Valanciunas, so I don't mind that either. Valanciunas not the best defender out there, so yeah, I don't mind Noel.
Yeah,
I
I
really
think I prefer
don't.
Noel to Grant.
hmm Do you like Noel over Luol Deng?
I might like him more. I don't like him more than
All right.
Tobias Harris though.
No. There you go. Noel and Harris. There you go. I
Yeah,
don't mind that.
don't hate it.
But for me, Noel's a GPP though. I don't know if
Yeah,
he's cash.
not quite. Uh,
So
I think you will see him in
maybe.
cash. I think you will see him in cash.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's our a cash game play for us though per se, but I guarantee you're going to see a
Right.
lot of him
I
in
mean,
cash.
yeah, you will. I mean, he may be for me just because there's nobody out there, so he may come in. I'm not sure, but
I hate to
he's
do
been
it
pretty
and say
hot.
this, but it's like one of those plays where it's kind of safe because he's going to go so high owned.
Yep. It's gonna be definitely gonna be it. So, watch he'll be only like 8% owned or something.
Whew, I'll take that.
Right. So I think that does it. Anyone else you care for?
Nah, nah, not really
All
from this
right.
game.
All right, let's move on. We got OKC and San Antonio. 204 over and under in San Antonio by 10. So as we just said a little earlier, looks like Westbrook and Durant are going to be out. So that's probably Leonard, Aldridge are going to sit as well.
There's no reason
I
for
don't.
anybody to play in this game.
Yeah, and
You know,
we know how. I was going to say we know how Popovich is. He likes to rest his players when he can. So,
hmm
um, and this game really doesn't do anything. Even if they win or lose, it doesn't hurt them
the
in the
seedings
standings.
the
It's
seedings are already
blocked.
set. It's just,
Don't matter.
there's no reason to play. You're just gonna wear
Yep.
yourself out.
Yep, they are. So let's say I think we already know where if Westbrook and Durant are out. Who's your must play?
Oh, obviously it's gonna be Kyle Singler.
Kyle Singler. There you go, man. We are on it today. Oh my goodness. Hey,
Yeah,
see,
you have to
we
play
know it.
him.
No, obviously in this canner.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Cantor really the only offensive weapon here. If
Mhm.
those two are going to sit, we've seen it in the past when they do. He just goes off. He got 60 points against Portland.
Yeah, when both of them were sitting. So
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully they both sit. Hopefully Cantor still goes out there and plays.
yeah, he should.
Yeah. I don't see a reason to really sit him that much. He doesn't play huge minutes. Him and Steven Adams split him up pretty well.
Yeah. So is Canner a GPP or is he both tonight?
Just because I like Whiteside more, I think he's more GPP. Cantor is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Plus, he has risk. We've seen this before with OKC where they don't really announce stuff until kind of like very late. So,
Mm-hmm.
I I'm pretty sure Westbrook and Durant are gonna sit, but it's still,
Yeah,
we might go up to
that's what
lock
they've
and we
been
just don't
saying.
know.
Mm-hmm. Unlikely to play, unlikely to play. So there you go. Like I said, nothing has been announced for the Spurs yet, but like I said, I just have a little bit of a feeling that Popovich is going to rest some of them. Um, so
But
let
there's never been
Duncan
indication
Aldridge.
of him resting players.
Yeah, there's nothing, but I just have a feeling.
No.
So let's say,
I'm saying, like he
oh
takes
right,
advantage of every opportunity to rest players. That's
hmm
what he
he
does.
does. So let's say Aldridge, Leonard, and Duncan are out. Do you like David West? Last time
Um, yeah,
he got 40 fantasy points.
if they're all going to be out, then I do like him. It does look like he's been playing even when everyone's resting. So
Hmm
yeah, as long as
He
West is
still
still going to
happens
be
to
in the
play.
lineup, I do like him. Let's see, Ibaka, is he going to rest at all? Mm, I don't think so.
Probably play just a little bit. I
Yeah,
still like West.
yeah.
Um,
Even when Ibaka does play, he's only playing like under 30 minutes. So West,
well,
as
and
we
the
know,
other
will
thing is, I
probably be
mean,
out there huge minutes.
yeah, and like I said, the other thing, yeah, it's it's not the best matchup for West, but when everybody's gone,
hmm
his usage is gonna be unbelievable. So,
Yeah,
um,
they run the offense down through him in the low post.
yeah, same as
Um,
Canner, maybe not the best matchup, but man, if he's gonna get all the usage, you got to play him.
Yeah, yeah, and he's definitely better on offense than he is on defense.
Hmm
So you need some other guys to be out too. So if OKC is going to be out, they're going to have more inept guys out there taking shots. That doesn't hurt West as much. But if Westbrook and Durant are going to be out there, I mean they're going to light him up.
hmm Do you like? I know we never mentioned him. Do you like Dion Waiters if both of them are out? 30 last time.
Phew, I hate this guy personally. Anytime I've ever considered playing him, he's completely burned me.
Right.
I definitely need both of them to be announced out, and
Even then, I
even
still
yeah,
take Sasha probably.
right.
So
I think I would feel better going with Sasha than I would Dion Waiters.
yeah,
Which man, that sounds so crazy to say you like Sasha Vujacic over anybody, but it
right.
might tonight might be that night.
It might be. Um, I just don't care for anyone else. To be honest with you.
Not a whole lot of other
Maybe
pretty
Danny
good
Green.
options out there.
Danny Green GPP.
I think they rest him too when
I have no
um
idea. Yeah, they did the last time. So I have no idea.
he might get rested too, man. I don't know. If he doesn't rest, then I do like him.
This is
Him and
just
West might be. Yeah, this is a muck up of a game here because we're pretty much counting on Westbrook Durant being
what
announced out.
if.
We're counting
Yeah,
on
a
Leonard
lot of
and
what
Aldridge. Yeah, it's a what if, who knows what's going to happen type of thing. I expect Ginobili to sit.
Parker.
Yeah, like this is just such an old team. In that
Right.
case, maybe do you like Kevin
Andre
Martin at all
Miller. I
or
like
Andre
Andre
Miller?
Miller.
Okay.
I don't mind him. $3,700. He got what 24 last time he sat. I mean, he started, so
Mm.
nothing pretty, but
Yeah.
3,700.
So if you see Andre Miller in the starting five,
There you
before
go.
lock, then yeah, I don't really hate that.
No, I don't care for
Um,
Patty Mills much.
no. Yeah, and then Kevin Martin, like we were saying, probably like
Ugh.
Vujacic a little bit more.
He has the ugliest jump shot I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The announcers talk about it. Like,
But
he was basically told
oh
from a
man,
young age, like, dude, you're never going to be in the league.
it's ugly, man.
He's just here on pure heart, so you can't knock that. But
Right? No, I like him as a player. He's pretty cool. Obviously being one of the Kings, you saw him play
yep,
quite a bit. So
yeah, he played his heart out for
he's
us too, man.
yeah, he was a good shooter back in the day. So
Just not the most talented favorite fantasy play here, obviously.
nope. So with that being said, I think that's really it. I don't really. This is just going to be a scrappy game. Um, so we'll do this. What if Aldridge, Leonard? What if they play? Let's say they do play. Who do you like if they do play?
If
Um,
Aldridge and Leonard do play,
yes. Do you still consider him?
I wouldn't consider Leonard just because he has limited upside unless he's playing in big time tough games as it is.
Yeah.
When he even when he is in tough games, I don't really like taking him so much. His price tag is a little bit too high for me. If Leonard is going to be
hmm
playing and Aldridge, I think I like Aldridge more. It sure would be nice if Aldridge is going to be the only star on the court. If that
Right. Yeah.
were
We've
to be
seen
the
how that happened
case,
before.
yeah. If that's the case,
Yep.
then you have to
Man.
play him. He's a lock for 50, 60 points. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, obviously, this is so conditional. It seems like we're giving you guys a bunch of
hmm
scenarios as to, if this happens,
Well, I
who
mean, you
knows
have
what's going to
to just
happen. But
because it could happen.
there is going to be news coming out. It's just we're a little bit ahead of it. You know what I mean? The East
Yep.
Coast teams kind of come up with their shoot around news earlier in the day, but I mean, right now is the time that OKC and San Antonio are doing their morning shoot around. So,
Yep.
we don't know what the news coming out of that practice is going to be.
Probably about
So,
2 hours or so. Probably will be out 3 hours. We'll see.
mhm. We
So
just have to wait and see.
yeah, I mean, the thing is, we like to give you both scenarios. If they don't play, then we give you these guys. If they do play, then we like these guys. So
Yeah,
kind of situation like that. So
definitely.
anyway, that's a huge question mark kind of game right there. So
Yeah, tough to get some definitive answers out of it, but yeah, we
mhm.
definitely gave you some plays in the scenarios.
Yeah. So all right, we'll move on. We got Memphis and the Clippers, 197 over under, and the Clippers by 7. So another one of these things for the Clippers: who's going to sit, who's not going to sit. So
Yeah, another very similar situation. We don't know who's going to be playing the minutes here. Obviously, the number one
Griffin,
play on the day.
right?
If there's some big resting guys here, who do you like?
If if Paul and Jordan sit, I like Aldridge obviously a lot,
Hmm.
and I don't mind Griffin. I just I don't see his huge minutes obviously. Um, we go with Cole Aldridge here obviously if they're out. Um, and then I don't mind Griffin, but I don't know.
So I think about Griffin. The thing with him is they want to play him in these games that he can go out there and do really well and dominate. But I think Memphis might be a little bit too tough of a team down low for them to want to work him in too
Yeah,
much here.
yeah
You saw
Z-Bo,
where they sat him against Utah. Um,
Yep.
they play him in the softer matchups. Like he can totally go up against Dirk. It's not much of a challenge for him.
Nope.
So I think they're trying to get him some good confidence building starts here going into the playoffs. Don't really see that tonight. I think Memphis can play a little tough down low.
Yes, they can. Yeah, then he hasn't really been doing too much. 20 and 22. not too high on him tonight. Um, Not really targeting this game, really. Not too much.
No. The only guy I would think maybe is you know, this guy who it's all about him now because nobody else is really playing and he's just trying to show off.
Matt Barnes.
Matt
Yep.
Barnes. Um,
Yep. There you go,
you
man.
know, he showed against Golden State. He really wanted to go out there and beat them. He was like, he's that kind of guy. He wants to spoil everyone's fun, I guess. Um,
He does.
you know, and then against the Clippers, that's a bit of a homecoming. You know,
Hmm.
he's he played some good years out there. He definitely still I think he has a lot of love for the Clippers franchise, but definitely the way things went down. I guess I mean he
Revenge.
has more he has more love for the fans, I should say. But the way
Yep.
things went down, he wants to show something to this franchise, like, hey, you guys really messed up.
Right. Hey, and even besides that, yeah, he got 47. But hey, even before that, 28, 26, 29, I'll
Not
take
too
it. I
bad.
mean,
Yeah.
no. He's going to be plus, he's going to, he's the focal point for this just downright terrible offense right now. So,
Hmm.
he's going to quite a bit of shots. Like we said, Zebo's not really doing too much, so they're going to rely on Matt Barnes quite a bit. So, I think he's the way to go tonight if you want to target anyone.
Yeah. Playing
Um,
huge minutes right now, so yeah.
yep. So another guy, like I said, if Paul and Jordan are out, as we saw what Jamal Crawford did, man, he had a heck of a game against Utah. Um, he only had 26 against Dallas, but shoot, I'll still take it for 5,500.
Yeah, if we're gonna see some guys sitting, I definitely like it. If everyone's gonna be in the lineup, ooh, but still, I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
like you said, 26 points, that's not too bad on 5.5.
nope,
Um, I will honestly, I will still take that. I would feel better about taking that than going with a guy like Vujicic.
right,
I think I'll still take Norman Powell if all the Raptors are going to sit, but definitely if Paul's going to sit, then I have to play Crawford.
yep. Yeah, and when some of them were back on for against Dallas, he only got 26 minutes. So when they sit, he gets his minutes over 40. So that's the other good thing. He's on the court almost the whole game. So.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, he plays a lot
what
in the second
about
half, anyways. But if nobody else is on the court, he's going to play all game.
right? I don't know if this was just a one-time thing. I don't know, but what about Vince Carter? Is that a
Um, yeah,
one-time thing?
we've seen that in like little spurts this year. I think. I'm not going to go there again.
Yep, I
Just a
don't
little
think
too
so.
risky for me.
Yep. So yeah, not really a game I care for either. Too much. Um, hey, Paul out, Rivers, baby.
Oh man, yeah. If he plays, yeah.
Whew. I love that,
I think that's one thing
man.
too, right? That I forgot here is Rivers wasn't playing that game that Crawford went out to or went off.
No,
So
he wasn't.
I guess that you do need Rivers to be sitting also for Crawford to be super in play. I think to expect him the huge GPP ceiling, but
Well,
still
the
definitely
thing
in
though,
play.
is last time Rivers started, if you remember, he played
Mm-hmm.
OKC, and
Mm-hmm.
he got 46, but
46.
Crawford did just the same.
Yeah.
So I don't mind both of them.
But just play both of them. Just
Right
just
there, you go. Shoot, yeah, like I said, you're gonna have like dollars left over tonight.
right.
So many cheap guys out there, so I think that mostly does it. Like I said, I'm not gonna bet much tonight. It's just, it's not a good looking night tonight,
No.
but really scrappy night for me. So, all right. With that being said, you have the privilege to lead this beautiful slate off.
All right. Well, so many question marks in this slate. I guess for cash, I'm going to try to give you a quote unquote safe lineup if there is such a thing.
Right.
So obviously, we're going to be targeting these games that actually mean a little bit of something. So there's
Some
only one of
Dragic.
those on the slate. So yeah, going to play Dragic. Um, I don't want to play Jackson, so
Ish.
I think I'm going to go with Ish here.
I can just like read your lineup right now.
Yeah, most likely. Probably go with Crawford. And
And
then,
obviously, guys, this is all banking on people being sitting. So,
yeah.
like I
Um,
said, these lineups could be total trash if certain
yeah,
people are
absolutely.
not playing.
Yeah,
Yep.
if
So.
we hear that Westbrook and Durant are going to be playing huge minutes, it's like, well, yeah, okay, I guess we have
Hmm.
to play them.
Hmm.
But yeah, they probably won't. So, Dragic, Smith, Crawford, Powell, and small forward. Man, it looks like the most expensive guy to play tonight is Paul George, but I don't like that. Um, so I guess you go Matt Barnes in there. Covington's right there too. So I think I can. I don't think I really have to squeeze anybody else in. I think I might as well just go Covington. Don't really like that play,
Hmm.
but I honestly, I mean, I like it more than Marcus Morris.
Yep.
Damari Carroll, I'm still iffy about his minutes and his usage here. So I really don't see too many other players or plays until you go, really way down to the bottom here. So yeah, let's go with Covington and Barnes.
All right. And then
Um,
Harris.
Harris, then power forward. Yeah, LMA is going to be out. I don't really know about Griffin. Kind of iffy. I might take a shot with him, but I think that's more GPP. Same with Randolph. Noel. I mean, I said it. I don't really know if he's cash for us, but I mean,
Hmm.
who else is out there?
Right.
It might be Noel or Dang for me.
So you got 2,100 left over.
Yeah, exactly. Because you already know who my center is. So yeah, we
Yep.
said it. Briefly during the slate breakdown that
Yep.
this is one of those nights you're gonna have a lot of salary left over, and
Yep.
there's just nowhere to spend it. Spend it. You know what I mean? Like that's just the facts of the matter.
Yep. Definitely it is. So all right, I'm going to try and do one here. Let's go there. So let's say I don't know if he is, but let's say Chris Paul sits. I really like Rivers. I think he's a cash game
hmm
if he plays. 3,500. Shoot, it's cheap. Um, Crawford, Powell. Man, this is so bad. This is just a terrible night, man. Um, it's kind of the same lineup as you, to be honest with you. I just don't. Let's just say that. I don't know. Um, I'm just gonna make it, even though it's probably like complete trash. I'm just gonna make it look half decent. Dragic, Rivers, Crawford, Powell. Like so, some of these guys may not even play.
hmm
Leonard, Barnes, Aldridge, Griffin, and Whiteside. I don't know if they play. There you go. So, do you want to do another one, or is that mostly? Can't really do another one. I don't know.
I'm gonna do another one, but it's just gonna be like,
All
I
right.
guess you can call it like an all value team.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do one. It's just total trash. So.
hmm So I'm gonna go Rivers, and then I'm gonna go Grant,
Oh my goodness.
and oh yeah, going all value, crazy GPP. What the heck plays? So we're gonna go Rivers,
20,000
Grant.
left over.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. Rivers, Grant, Hill,
Oh my
um,
goodness.
Powell, Barnes. Um, I don't know who else to take. Can I just play three power forwards instead of
Right.
two small forwards? Um, God, there's really no small forwards I like out here except Kyle Singler. Um,
Shoot.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really like him, but Joe Johnson. Um, just because he's gonna play.
Man.
I mean, who else do you play there besides? I guess I'll just put Covington back in. I wanted to go something different, but Barnes Covington is really all you can go with at small forward. It looks like power
Hmm.
forward. Let's go Dang and David West. And then
All right, you can
center,
afford like three Cousins right now.
I know, right? Cole Aldrich.
Holy.
16K left, dude. Can you
Oh
believe
my
that lineup?
goodness.
And this
Wow.
the sad thing is a lot of these guys are in play.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. There you go, man.
So this is
We were
like,
just talking earlier. I wonder how what the most money ever saved is winning a GPP.
yeah, this could potentially you could win a GPP with 16K remaining. I don't think it's going to happen, but
Oh my
yeah, this is like a
goodness.
bottom basis guy. This is these are like all the bottom plays for me, like as far as cheapest I'll go,
Right.
but are still in play GPP wise. And then I'll wait
Yeah.
to see who is announced actually going to play tonight for the Stars, and then
Hmm.
I'll work them
Yeah.
in. You know what I mean? Like this
Uh,
might just be a basis here.
right. So it looks like the San Diego is Ginobili ruled out just now. Diaw's out as well, so it looks like they're bringing some of their guys out. So we'll
So
see.
here's the news. It's coming.
Yeah, yeah. So we just said, hey, we're gonna finish up, and all the news is gonna come out. So
There it
there you
is.
go. So yeah, 16,000 left over. Line up for you.
Yep.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a downright terrible night.
And it's not even a
Um,
troll lineup. You know what I mean? It's
no,
not. We're not even messing with you guys. It's just that ugly tonight.
and yeah, you could. It's just terrible. So yeah, like we say, guys, it's just gonna be a terrible night. Play safe, just because I just don't see too much potential from tonight's game. So, you may be able to cash with like a 260, 270 tonight. Who knows?
Well, and we talked about it too. These tournaments aren't even that big. So how much money are
Mm-mm.
you even going to win if you really bet
Yep.
big? These
I'm just
they
gonna
don't.
do my double ups and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I'll
I
win more
mean,
money doing that than the tournaments.
and one thing I've also found too, like our normal favorite plays, the quintuple ups, they're so small now that
Yep.
you got these sharks in there who are putting in like 200 entries. Well,
Yeah,
they're
and
getting
just
them
screw
all,
you.
and they're just screwing you out of cash because
Yep.
there's just not enough seats in the quintuple ups.
Yep. Even if you do have a half decent lineup, you may only win like 50 cents because you're sharing it with like 80 other people.
Yep.
So it's just, yeah, it's just, so like I said, just play definitely conservatively tonight. So anyway, guys, I think that mostly does it. Like I said, sorry, we're not too much help tonight. It's just, not a pretty night tonight. So definitely play at your own risk. And if you are on our premium page, we'll definitely still get you guys 4 lineups as usual. So we're definitely going to come up with some good lineups for you guys, hopefully. So with that being said, if you haven't checked out our premium NBA package, definitely check it out. NBA $5 for the entire playoffs. Like I said, about month and a half to 2 months of NBA for only $25. That is very, very cheap. Usually it's $10 a week, so you are definitely getting a huge discount for only $25. So, like I said, definitely go on over there and check it out. We will have our Twitter and our premium NBA Twitter in the comment section. Click on either one of those links, message us, and we'll get you all set up. And like I said, if you don't have Twitter, we will have our email down there. You guys can email us. We'll get you all set up as well. So with that being said, I think that does it tonight for tonight discussion. So do you
Nah,
have
that,
anything
that pretty
else?
much
Or
wraps it up, dude. There's not much to say
all
other than
right,
just watch the news, see
mm-hmm.
who's going to be out, and
Play it safe.
your lineup's going to look ugly tonight.
Yeah,
It's
like I
guaranteed.
said, just play it safe. Don't go too crazy on tonight. So,
Yep.
all right, guys. For the video, please leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos. So, all right, guys. Like I said, hope everyone has a good start to their weekend. We will see you guys tomorrow.